What's up everybody, M Flareman here, back in Forza Horizon 4. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than previous videos that you guys have seen this week in that it isn't a challenge, it isn't driving a specific car, it's a channel update. Today's video is a channel update because I've gotten a lot of questions recently about certain videos, certain people appearing in videos, what the plans are, and I just wanted to lay out a bunch of different things for the channel going forward. First, I want to talk about daily uploads. I've been uploading daily for 3 weeks now. It has been 3 weeks total. I started daily uploading, I think the third week of April, I believe, if my memory serves, or maybe the last week of April. But nonetheless, started uploading daily. I've been uploading every single day at 9 a.m. Central Time. And it's been going well for the most part. I've really been enjoying creating daily content. But the issue I'm having is what we're going to get into with this next point here is the status of certain Let's Play series. Currently, I don't have plans to stop daily uploading. I want to keep uploading daily because I think it's fun and it's good for channel growth. But mainly it allows me to have more variety of content and upload different stuff every day. And that's where the issue comes in, that I'm having some issues deciding what content to keep on the channel and what to kind of get rid of. The main one being the F1 series. As you guys saw last week, we did the second part of the F1 series, and in my opinion, it's very time consuming to film and edit, so it's difficult for me to want to film and stay motivated to film the series. I enjoy playing F1, I enjoy using the steering wheel and being able to commentate the races like that, but it's not getting a huge payoff for the amount of time I'm putting into it, so I'm going to upload part 3 this week, and depending on how part 3 does, I will make the decision whether or not to keep the series in the weekly rotation. And for the next thing that I was looking at in relation to F1 is non-Forza content. I know recently I've been kind of making different videos in like Assetto Corsa or Project Cars 2 or maybe even Dirt. I'm thinking about doing some Dirt Rally stuff. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. This is mainly just a feedback video to comment what you guys think, but I want to start doing non-Forza game content and maybe branch out to IRL content, but I can't really do that unless I know what the next move is channel-wise, and that's why I'm just giving you guys this update. So that leaves my big question being, what's next? Well, for now, I don't have any plans of leaving Forza, leaving Horizon 4, or making any changes in that regard. I do want to keep making challenge videos with the crew, with Berger and all those guys, because that's super fun. I enjoy making those videos, they're fun to edit, and they do well on the channel, so I am going to be keeping those around. But I do need to experiment with a couple different series, so this week you're probably going to be seeing less Forza content and more overall racing game genre content. I'm thinking doing one episode of F1 to get to part 3 and see how that's received, and if it's received well enough, then I'll keep it on the channel, but if it's not, it's going to go away, unfortunately. Same with Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa. Depending on how those series are received, I'm going to decide whether I want to keep making videos and try and get them to gain traction, or if they're just going to go away entirely. I might upload an occasional video here or there, maybe if there's an in-game update that I want to show, or maybe there's a mod showcase in Assetto Corsa I'd want to do, that would stay around. But for the most part, this week is kind of going to be the deciding factor for what stays and what goes on the channel, because uploading daily can be pretty time consuming. And then there's a couple other things I want to talk about, the first one being console games, because if you don't know, I record using OBS on my PC. That's how you're seeing the gameplay that I'm shooting right now. But I have been thinking about doing Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch games, but the way that I would need to do that is get a capture card, which I don't have at the moment. So again, this is more of a feedback issue with you guys, seeing what you guys want to see on the channel, hearing your thoughts on what series need to stay, what need to go. And if I do make the monetary investment to get a capture card, what series or what games you'd want to see gameplay of, maybe like, I don't know, Gran Turismo Sport if you want to stay more racing game oriented, or if you don't want to stay racing game oriented and maybe want to set up a Let's Play on a new game that's coming out, a new title that you like, perhaps Cyberpunk 2077 or Last of Us or a game like that. But the big thing is just knowing what the feedback is from you guys because of how expensive a capture card can be when trying to get higher quality gameplay. So that's another thing that is important to talk about with the channel update. I have been looking around at capture cards recently, mainly the Elgato HD60S, as it was the one that was suggested to me by various different content creators, including That Gaming Burger, who uses it, and his results seem to come out pretty well, so I am definitely considering that as an option. But other than that, I mean, the only other things I really want to talk about are other games and maybe even the next Forza Lobby. So, other games that I would consider filming than Forza. I mean, I really like playing Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, F1, all the sim racing stuff. Super fun to play, except it doesn't do well on the channel. I want to persist with it because I think if I give it time, the series will do well, but there needs to be a balance between spending time to create that content and then also being efficient with your time to make the decision, does it stay, does it go? So this week, again, like I said earlier, is going to be a huge deciding factor in what stays on the channel and what goes. And depending on what stays and what goes, or what feedback you guys have, the capture card investment might be happening, the console transition might be happening, because there's a couple different games on console. Gran Turismo Sport on the PlayStation 4, Forza Motorsport 7 on the Xbox. Switch games wise, it's not going to be racing game oriented. It would probably be more first party Nintendo oriented, like Mario Maker 2 or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And then when it comes to PC stuff, the PC stuff would basically stay the same because there wouldn't be a need for a capture card for that. But I would possibly look into doing more multiplayer based games with some different people, maybe on Steam, like Lethal League, Mount Your Friends, stuff like that. Those games that are multiplayer and could get like a crew going on there, those would be games that I would consider starting up as series as well. And now for the big announcement, Friday's Forza Lobby. So, if you haven't been following me on Instagram, which you should, at mflairman on Instagram, or you can just click the link in the description, every week I do a Forza Lobby on Friday. Now, sometimes it's convenient, sometimes it's not, and so times do vary, but every week we do a themed challenge, and it actually ends up being one of my weekend uploads. This week, if you didn't see this week's video, it was a hill climb shootout challenge, starring a bunch of my friends and the Wisconsin gamers, so it was kind of a collaborative group effort video that I really enjoyed. It was a cool theme, and I think I'm considering turning that into a Forza mini-series as well, but we'll just see what happens with that. But anyways, speaking on this Friday's Forza Rally, Friday, May 15th, the lobby will be Formula Drift. So, a couple things. One, there are no restrictions on the cars. It's just going to be a Formula Drift style lobby. Personally, I would prefer if it was Formula Drift cars. Let me actually show what cars I prefer. These cars here in the Formula Drift pack, including the Matfield Corvette and the Ferrari, as well as the Ford RTR series cars. So Denofa's Mustang and Von Gittin Jr.'s Mustang would be available. And that's what this week's lobby is going to be. It is going to be on the mainland. There is no need for DLC. But that is just the announcement for Friday. I still have a time to be decided. Follow me on social media to see that. But that is Friday's lobby, a Formula Drift competition that we will be hosting on our hashtag Forza Friday livestream. And with that being said, I think that's the end of the channel update. I mean, I've pretty much gotten everything that I wanted to say out there about the channel, about the status of the channel, certain Let's Plays that I'm deciding about cutting or keeping in, and so I mean that's really up to you guys and the feedback that I get from this video. So be sure to comment below what you want to see next on the channel, whether it's Forza or the sim racing games, or if you want me to go ahead with the capture card thing and start doing some different content on consoles. And with that being said, that is going to effectively end today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. You should like the video if you liked it. Comment what you want to see next. Be sure to follow me on my socials below on Twitter and Instagram at mflairman. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next few videos. Thanks for watching.